Hi folks, I have set up another battle. It's the next one in the Commands and Colors Ancient system, depicting the epic conflict between the Spartans and Athens and their allies during the war called Peloponnesian War. So we have reached Amphipolis 422 BC, which is actually the second Battle of Amphipolis, because there were another conflict, I think 2 years earlier, 424, when the Spartan general Brasidas did lay siege on the city of Amphipolis and other cities in the area. This is actually up north in Greece, in Thrace. So Brasidas was up there besieging and taking cities loyal to Athens, and at one point they reached Amphipolis, lay siege there. The Athenians were sending up a relief force, but on the same day they arrived into a nearby harbor of the name Eion. Actually, that city did surrender itself without a fight for Brasidas, thanks to him giving very good terms to the citizens of the city. So they opened the gates for the Spartans, and since then it has been under Spartan control. There was some fighting, which was the first Battle of Amphipolis between the Athenians and Spartans back then. I think the fighting was taking place more close by to that port of Eion rather than the city, but if I remember correctly. But in this second Battle of Amphipolis, there's actually a truce in effect between the Spartans and Athenians, but Brasidas, being a kind of a hotspur, he didn't want to listen to any truce talk, so he continued with his aggressions, which ended in that the Athenians sent up a new force under this guy, now famous Cleon. We saw him in Spartaria, if you have seen that video, and I think actually he was also he was not taking part in the Delium battle, but he was the one who well, put in effect the invasion of Boeotia back then, 2 years earlier. So he's now here again. So they wanted to attack the Spartans, Brasidas, who at that point were residing inside the city walls here, didn't want to come out to battle the Athenians. And after a few fruitless attempts to lure him out, Cleon and his party thought, okay, there's no reason for us to linger on here, so they were redeploying themselves towards the port again, the port of Eion. And while they were moving towards that port, the Spartans prepared for an assault inside the city walls, and suddenly they rushed out while the Athenians were in a kind of a disarray. So there were some fighting going on here, and to make a long story short, that they did manage to rout the Athenians, who fled and killed pretty many of them, several hundreds, and the Spartans themselves was taking very small losses in this battle. even though there were some hefty fighting on this flank, where the Athenians did stand their ground, but on this flank I think it was more or less of a rout. So even though the Spartans did win an overwhelmingly good victory here and didn't take many losses, actually Brasidas himself was badly wounded, so he died sometime after this battle. Due to those wounds he got in the fighting, and also Cleon did fall in this fight, so this put an end to him as well. And actually Brasidas was kind of viewed as a hero then back in Amphipolis, so he got buried here near the Agora of Amphipolis actually. So well, I think the guys here were in the city were kind of Spartan-minded later on, or after the surrender of the city. Alright, so that's the story behind the battle. So let's see what we have in the war council here. So we had the Athenians, led by Cleon, with 5 cards in a normal game. The Spartans with 6 cards, of course, led by Brasidas, and they move first. So the Spartans will gain 3 cards, and the Athenians will gain 2 cards. We'll fight till 6 banners, and for the special rules, we have this exit hex thingy here. The Athenians will try to exit troops, or they might try to exit troops through these 3 hexes, and if they do, they gain 1 victory banner for each unit that managed to exit. And it doesn't say, but I will only count, combat units. I will not count any leaders exiting here, like Niklas exiting. I don't know how it should be played, but I will only play like that only combat units will give the Athenian player victory banners for exiting. Then we have the hoplite infantry rule in effect. We have very many, actually 5 Spartan units in this battle, so loads of these 5 block units here. Amphipolis is a fortified walled city, so they are impassable. The walls and the gates are only possible for the Spartan units, so they can go in and out here without any hinder. But we'll probably not see much action in the city itself, I guess. And then the river Strymon is impassable except at the bridge. So we have a bridge here actually, but otherwise this river is impassable in this scenario. So that's it. And a quick look at the forces here and the battle map. Let's start with the Spartans, who have just rushed out from the 2 gates. We have down here a slinger. Then we have 2 units of Spartan hoplites, led by a leader here. Let's check out the name of that guy. It's here is Clearidas. Try to remember that. We have some auxiliaries there, and then another hoplite unit. And back here we have some medium heavy cavalry ready to strike any fleeing Athenians. And the right wing, starting from the middle, is some light troops, more Spartan hoplites, a bow unit at the end, and back here in the reserve we have an auxiliary and another cavalry, this time light cavalry though. Yeah, more cavalry here to run down and maybe block the exit hexes. And of course that leader here is Brasilas himself. Okay, here we have the Athenian right, bow units at the very end. Then we have some hoplites, and they are backed up by an auxiliary unit back there. Here we have, back there we have Cleon himself with some medium heavy cavalry as his unit. We have auxiliaries, hoplites and more auxiliaries. And back there we have more hoplites and light cavalry. We have auxiliaries, lights, more of these hoplites. And then we have a leader called Niklas, who's alone in that hex. And on the far left of the Athenian we have lights, we have hoplites and more auxilia back there. So in numbers we have more Athenian troops on the game board, but I think quality wise we have a slight advantage of the Spartans, much due to these 5-block units. So if we gonna talk some tactics for the battle, well, if we start with the Athenians who are on the move here, we have a numerical advantage, so there could be an idea to, you know, stop and fight it out, but I don't know, maybe we could do both. I mean, we could start exiting some troops and at some place also fight. I mean, since I will not count the leaders in exitings, I think we will leave the leaders on the board, of course, here, and in some place where we will want to have the fight, you know, so we have loads of leader support there. That's how I'm thinking this. We have a few really quick units. I mean, we have light cavalry, we have auxiliary lights here who can pretty quickly go to the edge and exit if they want. So we can, as I see it, we can for sure get like 3 or maybe even 4 points or banners here going out from those edge hexes here. I mean, we have lights there who can already reach the edge of one exit hex if they want on the first turn, and also the auxilia back there. Then we have some slower moving hoplites, of course, here. And that light cavalry could really do a fast exit. In 2 turns they could be out of the game, or the game board. On the other hand, we are weakening our force, leaving us open for Spartan attacks then. So it's a balanced thing. It depends on how the Spartans also react, I guess. And the Spartans go first, so there's a risk in that as well. Over here, I think we'll do... I will not be afraid for the Spartans here. I will fight if they come, but doing it as a fighting withdrawal. On the other hand, I don't know if it's too wise to leave this area unoccupied by moving all the troops towards the exit hexes, because, you know, we only have 2 cards in our hand as the Athenian player, and, you know, if we get a card in this, it will be a waste if we get right activation in the right sector activation card. So I don't know really. It depends again, as usually, on the cards at hand, how we will move these guys. I mean, we could move up the hills here and take a stand there for them for some lights and put some hoplites around it. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's the general plan for the Athenians. Try to get out some troops, slowly moving towards the edge here, and doing a fighting withdrawal, more or less. So for the Spartans then, well, first of all, I think it's... Well, there's a concern here. Many of our troops have their back blocked, right? It's this reverse here. We have that lone bridge here, but otherwise the rivers are impossible, and we have loads of city walls here towards our back, so we cannot evade and we cannot really retreat much, and that's a problem. I mean, look at this light unit here. It's already trapped. Would he be attacked at once and we get a flag? Well, I mean, 2 flags and he's gone, right? He cannot retreat any hex. So, and he's not supported or anything, so it could be an easy victory banner for the Athenians if they notice this one. And you know, same goes here. We can retreat 1 hex and then we are stuck. So I think by that fact we are more or less bound to go forward. Also, of course, we want to block the exit hexes as fast as possible. We have some quick units here, the light cavalry. Of course, it could be dangerous to send the light cavalry up there. I mean, it will be attacked and probably eliminated pretty fast, but we need to do something with that, so to hinder those. I was also checking, you know, we had the leader Niklas here. We could send our light cavalry to a suicide mission right away. I mean, if we move away these hoplites, like so, and we can go 4 hexes with the light cavalry, we can go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we can do an attack right away against that leader. Maybe it's worth it to, you know, exchange our light cavalry towards getting that leader off right away. But that's a bit of a gambling then, because I mean, if we don't hit that guy, then they will just kill our light cavalry, and that's not a good exchange in that case, right? But that was just something I saw that I was thinking of. Maybe we should take it more easy and go together with the forces here, and use the light cavalry instead to block some of the exit hexes here. And by the way, the exit hexes are these 3, right? So if we put the light cavalry here, we are blocking those light units from getting to the exit hex right away, at least. So there are a few options here. On this flank, I think I'll just press forward. I mean, we have 3 of these really heavy Spartan phalanxes here, so I think I'll go in a angle up there towards the center and attack the Athenians as good as we can. Well, that's the plan at least. So let's see if that happens or not. So yeah, so we fight the 6 banners, we start with the Spartans, and I think we're ready to start right away then. So let's check the Spartan hand. We have light troops, we have 3 units on the left, and then we have a counterattack. Now, obviously the counterattack we cannot play now. Too bad we don't have any activations here, because I think the initial thing is to block the Athenians from exiting, but maybe we could do that with the lights. I mean, we have 4 of the 6 units on this side is actually lights. So maybe that's not a bad idea to play that card. I think I go with that. So order light troops, and also we get this guy who's in a dangerous position here away, and that's nice, I think. So let's pick all the 4 units on this flank, and we still can pick 2 from here. And we have exactly 2 units here of lights. So we have some slingers here who can put some good fire in. I wonder if I want to break loose those guys from the line and attack. Well, they could be pretty hard counterattacked if I move forward and throw some javelins. I'm not sure I want to do that. Or on the other hand, I can lure the Athenians to come towards me, and they will be in striking range of my phalanxes. Maybe I could do that. I could provoke them by going up here. I'll do that. I'll do some provocations here. Okay, so I have started movement, as you see. I will stay put with the slingers, they will just fire. But here I need to think of something. Well, I need to move those bow units there, because otherwise I'm stuck behind here with a second line. And what the heck, I'll go ahead and block that first exit hex with the bows. And I'll not rush too far with these guys, but I will ride them to missile range at least. And also move up these guys too. It's Auxilia, so they cannot battle if they move too. So I have a big line here, but what to do with these lights? They are kind of stuck wherever they go. Well, I don't want to stay here anyway, so I will actually go here and I will challenge the Athenian lights in a close combat. Maybe you think it's a dumb move, but I have two reasons for it. First of all, if there is a battle, I can also hit with the leader symbols. Secondly, I am now supported at least, so I can at least take one flag and not die right away. Of course, I mean, if the hoplites attack me, I'm probably done. But anyway, I'll do like that. So, that was the movement. Let's go on to the battle, and we can start on this flank then. So, a slinger attack, and I have two targets. We have some hoplites and we have the light bow there. I think I'll target the hoplites. Try to decimate those before we clash with them. But we did miss, so they managed to get their shields up before the stones hit them. And then we have one die attack, and I will again target that hoplite unit. And this time the javelins did their job, so one block down from this hoplite unit. That could be valuable. That could be very valuable. Okay, good skirmishing there from the Auxilia. And here let's see. I'll start with some bow fire on. Yeah, who should we pick? I'll put it on those hoplite units. I think there could be an idea to attack those, make those retreat, and then I could use these for missile fire instead. Yeah, the thing is, if these guys retreat, they will just attach with that leader. That's what will happen. Well, yeah, I'll target the hoplites. So the bow unit, one die attack against that hoplite unit. And a miss. Let's do the attack from the light cavalry to the same target as well. Another miss, so nothing there. And then we have this attack, and I will actually evade with the lights. So I will attach with Niklas here, and by that also the leader is a bit more safe. But I'm gonna roll still for the close combat here, so I'm hitting those lights with green symbols here. And I got a hit. Not bad, not bad. Alright, that was the first action of the Spartans. And, well, 2 blocks down, and we're starting to gain, not control, but at least we are contesting these exit hexes here, and that's good. So we Give the Spartans another card, and then it's the Athenians. And they have 3 units left or 3 units in the center. Okay. Interesting. 3 units somewhere. I think the primary goal for the Athenians now is, I mean, the Spartans have started to take in control of these exit hexes, and we won't allow them to do that. So by that I think I'll actually well, if I activate this flank, I could move some guys there and I can start some attacks. That's good. But then there will be a gap between my center and these, and I don't really like that. So another thing would be to activate 3 units in the center, move them towards here to get more mass to this flank where I sense the big thing will happen. So it's a question which approach to do. You know what? I'm gonna roll for it actually. So it's 1 to 3. We go with a flank activation, and 4 to 6. We start moving guys from the center towards that flank. Okay, we go for the left activation. So it's 3 units. It's fine. So I will move up. Okay, first who's to activate? We take those guys, and we take the auxiliaries there. And I think I'll also should I take Niklas with the lights or take that hoplite there? Move it towards the edge. Yeah, I mean, we could get the lights all the way there. We could even do a missile attack. But then we have that gap I don't like. So I will actually not activate the leader yet. I will take these hoplites. But these will actually move down to threaten the approaching Spartans there. And I will move the auxiliaries should I go 1 hex and attack, missile attack, or 2 hexes all the way to the edge? Maybe I should not rush things, so I will only go 1 and still do an attack, and then these guys just move towards the edge like that. And that was the movement. A bit spread out troops here. I don't really like that pattern, but what the heck. So let's start here. We have a 1 die missile attack against that light bow. Alright, we got a flag, and those guys actually need to take that. And I'm quite happy with the flag result. I mean, we have gotten 1 block, okay, but this is actually better. Now they are leaving that exit hex open, and that's really good. So they need to take a 2 hex retreat, and they go here. Luckily they could do that. So on the other hand, they could move up to the bridge if they got another flag. But not bad by the Athenians there. And then we have this attack, and this is even better now because now these guys cannot evade. Because they have now the bow units in their back, so oh my, this was better than I was hoping for actually. I didn't see that immediately, but now the light cavalry is blocked. So they cannot evade, they have to fight it out against that hoplite phalanx approaching. Interesting. So we'll see an attack with 4 dice now. 3 hits required to eliminate those light cavalries. And we got Well, we got one hit and one flag, but he's actually supported there, so he don't have to take that flag. So it was not that impressive of a hit anyway, but we got one. And those guys will now hit back. They don't hit with sword symbols, so we're only looking for blue symbols here. Of course, flags are also counting. Okay, this was kind of an optimal result, maybe. One hit, first of all. A good exchange, I must say, by the light cavalry there. And then they actually have to retreat, but maybe the Athenians is not too unhappy with that, because now they can retreat towards the exit text there. So they got actually closer to the exit text than they thought from the beginning of the turn. Well, interesting start, I must say, from both sides. Let's give the Athenians a new card and see what we can do. Okay, here's a problem for the Spartan player. Now they have 2 activations on this flank, and here's where it's happening right now. We could use the counterattack to activate 3 units there actually, because we are countering this card that the Athenians played. Is it worth it? Well, it's kind of a waste to play that card for such a, well, not a weak card, but usually you play this against some more powerful card, but maybe we have to do it now, because otherwise the Athenians will exit soon. Dilemma. And if we do, what should we move then? I don't really dare to move up those light cavalry anymore. They are already well, we could put in some good missile fire, of course. What to do here? Or we could. We know we can do 2 actions here in 2 turns forward. So maybe we should do something here and then press on the attack. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we can shift the focus to this side of the battlefield where we have stronger cards right now. So I will activate 3 here, and I will go for the Auxilia here, and I will activate that hoplite with the leader and also this hoplite unit. I will close in on those Athenians now. So we go in for a close combat here, because we will be backed up by this leader, and we are getting more hoplite support coming up. So we are more or less forcing the Athenians to respond here, otherwise they would get slaughtered here soon. So, and that's good. So there's one battle happening. It's a 3 dice attack against that hoplite unit, and we hit with leader symbols as well. So I think this could be a good attack actually. And good attack indeed it was. We got 3 hits, and 3 hits is exactly what he has left, so we got that guy. Okay, I admit that was lucky, but I had the feeling this was a good attack coming here. So we got the Spartan first victory banner by that. And we could advance into the gap, of course, but we don't want to do that. Well, I think this puts some problems in the head of this Athenian player right now. So we discard this card, and you know we have this. We can follow up with this card next turn. And who knows what we get from the deck now. Let's arrange them a bit like that. And let's see, for the Athenian response, we have leadership any section, or this 3 in the center which we had from before. Okay, either we answer to the Spartan aggression here, or we don't let us be disturbed by their actions here and continue with our original plan and just move the guys towards the exit. And we also have 2 cards to support that. I mean, we could start with the 3 in the center, move more guys so that adjacent to the leader Niklas there, and in the next turn we can activate him and 3 other units. We get a massive movement towards that edge by that. I think I'll do that. So I will not let me be provoked by the Spartans. Okay, fine, they can kill off a unit or 2 here. I'm good with that. These cavalry, they will never reach. I will move that away. Maybe already now, actually. So let's play 3 in the center. And indeed, I will actually activate this cavalry. It's a valuable unit to get fastly to this edge. It has a leader attached, and I mean that unit can fight also. So it could be useful here when we want to gain those banners. So that's one of them. The second one would be I think I'd put this light cavalry into action, and then let's take this auxilia. Yeah, that was 3 units, so let's start moving. We move this light cavalry first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we have some auxilia here. I think I'll only go 1 hex with those guys actually. I can actually do an ranged combat by that also. That's good. And then the cavalry there. 1, 2, 3. Good cluster of units there now. Actually enough units to exit and win the game by that. So I will go with that plan. I think that's the best way for the Athenian player to game this. So we put some missile fire on the Spartan light infantry there. It's 1 die. That's a miss. So we're done. And hopefully we can activate these guys next turn and do a massive movement. Okay, so what should a Spartan player think now? Well, move fire move, counterattack, that would be 3 units in the center, or as we had the original plan, move here. This is getting worrisome. I mean, I don't have any option. I need to block these guys up here. It's they are getting too close to the edge now, and well, this is kind of a secondary right now, even though I probably could get that auxiliary unit this turn. I don't like that I have to leave this area, but as things are, I need to do something here, and the only thing where I can activate units there is by the move fire move. So I can well, I can activate units here also by that card. So let's see, but I can actually order 6 lights now, and I want to do the same thing as last time I activated lights. So I get all there, and then this, and I'll also do an attack here against his auxilia. Yeah, that's what I will do. So for movement, no movement on this flank, but here we will see some movement. I think I don't have a clear line of sight from that hex to that hex, so I have to either move away my light cavalry or move up my bow unit there. I don't like this. I don't really like this. Okay, let's do this. I'm moving these guys there. I'll drop the other block so I know they have moved, so I only do 1 die attack. The bow unit will stand there. Put some fire on those hoplites. And I have to move up with these guys. I don't have any. I need to do it. I need to move up there. It's a bit crazy, but I have to do it. Maybe I shouldn't put these. Let's think this again. I mean, oh my. This is of course activated. Okay, let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These guys will just move out of the way now, because I want my auxiliaries to go up there. Hold that exit hex. The lights go 1 hex. Let's see if we want to battle with that or not. Okay, I cannot do close combat with this card. Oh crap. Okay. So then this also is... We should just move here then with that guy so we can fire. Let's do that. No, it's not possible because the light unit was standing there. Okay, let's go there. We cannot attack. Very nice. And this guy would only have moved here. That was 1 hex, I believe, so he can do ranged fire. Remember, I can do another move, so I can move up and block that hex anyway. And then this bow unit move up 1 hex. So all these guys has now moved. I think I'm still eligible to move these guys again, even though they don't fire. Yeah. Okay, this means these guys cannot battle either, so maybe I should have moved them anyway. Yeah, let's move them here and fire off. I mean, I'm still in striking range if I want to battle next turn. Yeah. So let's start here. We have two dice attack against that hoplite unit from my slingers, and one hit. One hit indeed. Then we have a one die attack here. Let's put fire on that Auxilia. I have hopes to eliminate those eventually. So let's see if we can get the hit on them, on those. Nope. That guy cannot do missile fire. These three can, but they have all moved. But let's see what we can do. Let's start on the center here with a auxiliary unit there. I'll need a blue. Nope. The bows, same unit. Nope. And the light infantry, same unit. Nope. 3 misses. Oh crap. Now I can move again. And these guys will now do this crazy move up there. And I just have to get in the way. Of those. Oh, I need those hoplites up there. Oh man, but these guys can now move somewhere. Well, they can now move back basically here. Now they are not in the way anymore. So keep a consistent line there. That was the movement for that flank, and here we could move these guys again now, and let's move them back here then. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'm feeling a bit, cramped and panicked as the Spartan player. I don't really know what to do. I need to. I feel here I can kill off some units, gain banners by that, but this is getting out of hand. The Athenians are closing in too hastily to that edge now. So let's see. So we have. Okay, Athenians got excellent cards now. Excellent cards. I wonder if there's anything that can hinder them anymore. I mean these are just, it's just too good. Okay, so we play. Let's put this into play first then. So it's left leadership plus 4 units. We have a leader left, that's Niklas. We have Cleon coming here, so we will actually activate him as well. That auxiliary, and then we can get that guy. We'll activate this guy and this guy. So that's Cleon, oh sorry, Niklas plus 4 units. So I will now exit with first unit here. I get an Athenian banner by that. I will exit the light cavalry as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And get another banner by that. These lights, let's move them here. Oops. Auxiliaries, move here. medium heavy cavalry. Here. That's it, no combat. So, I think that I end this session here and upload this. Well, suddenly the Athenians have gotten a lead 2-1. They need 4 more, and they for sure have 4 units ready to exit there, and well, they're not able to do it yet next turn, but if the Spartans cannot respond quickly, they will do it in 2 turns. So we as a Spartans really need to do something here. We can just hope for a really good cards here, so we can block them. If we can activate here, it's good, because then we can at least... We could put units already next turn on each and every exit hex, but on the other hand we will just stand there dying, I think, if we don't get those hoplites up pretty soon. On this flank, well, slowly grinding down some Athenians here. We have eliminated one whole hoplite unit here from the Athenians, and by that we gained the one and only banner so far. Maybe we should get the cavalry fast up there too. Let's see, it depends if we can activate those or not. But anyway, let's see how this ends. My feeling is that the Athenians is closer to victory indeed, but you never know in this game. So thank you again for watching, and welcome back to part 2 of Amphipolis. Bye bye.